Malacanang says it has asked China to take appropriate action against its Coast Guard personnel taking the catch of Filipino fishermen in the Scarborough Shoal. Presidential spokesperson Roque Jr. stressed that such action by Chinese Coast Guard personnel runs counter to the promise of President Xi Jinping to President Rodrigo Duterte allowing Filipinos to fish in the shoal. In a press briefing, Roque would not describe the incident as harassment, adding that it will not affect the friendly relations between the two countries. More of this report from Roque Ignacio.
Malacanang assured good relations with China will remain intact amidst complaints of some fishermen along Bajo de Masinloc, also known as Scarborough Shoal, against the Chinese Coast Guard. Presidential spokesperson Roque presented the said fishermen to the media, namely Delfin Igana, Roque Huela, and Jury Drios. The three are asking government's help for the Chinese Coast Guard to limit or refrain from getting their catch. Roque said there is no reason to affect the Philippine-China relations, saying the government is addressing the fishermen's concerns with the Chinese government.
Gayunpaman, hindi nagkakaroon ng kasunduan kung ganong karaming isda ang kukunin sa kanila at itong dahilan kung bakit nagrereklamo sila ngayon sa gobyerno at humihingi ng tulong na para maitigil na itong mga pangyayaring ito at gumawa na po ng hakbang ang gobyerno. Naniniwala po kami na hindi ito official policy dahil meron nga pong kasunduan sa panig ni Presidente Xi at ni Presidente Duterte. Napakaliit na bagay po ito para maapektuhan yung kabuuan ng bilateral relations natin sa China at inaasahan po namin na gagawa ng takdang mga hakbang, tamang mga hakbang ang bansang China.
The Philippine government received a favorable decision from the Arbitral Tribunal in a standoff with China at Bajo Masinloc. The rock formation is part of the Philippines' exclusive economic zone under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea or UNCLOS.
In the spirit of transparency, wala pong tinatago administrasyon, meron pong problema. Pero hiningan ng buo namin ng gobyerno ng China na gumawa ng mga takdang hakbang para bigyan ng solusyon itong problemang ito.
For Rommel, the Chinese Coast Guard action to get their fish is not a form of harassment. He said they received noodles, potable water, and cigarettes in exchange for the fish that usually amounts to 4,000 pesos. Rommel added the Chinese Coast Guard gave them potable water if they asked to.
Yung nakukuhang video, kumbaga hindi naman totally siguro yun, harassment. Pero lang namin, nireklamo lang namin na siguro mag-uusap sila na anuhin yung Coast Guard nila, maghintay lang sila. Kung gusto nilang maghihingi ng isda, huwag silang aakyat sa bangka namin at maghalungkat, pipiliin pa nila yung magagandang isda. Maghintay na lang sila kung yung kami kusang magbigay, kung yung ibibigay namin. Yun lang pakiusap namin.
Filipinos returned fishing in the area last December 2017 after President Rodrigo Duterte and Chinese President Xi Jinping declared that the Philippines and China restored its good relations after 6 years.
At sila na po magsasabi na sila po ay nakapangisda na lang noong 2017, no? Nung nagkaroon po ng bagong pulisiya sa administrasyon ni Presidente Duterte kung saan itinigil na natin yung pangangaway natin sa China, isinintabi ang mga bagay-bagay na hindi po pwedeng mapagkasunduan at itinuloy yung mga bagay na po pwede namang pag-usapan gaya ng investments at ng trade. No?
Roque Ignacio for The Nation.